Xfinity Series. It is race number 8 of the regular season. To his 3rd win of the year. Can he go for 3 in a row shortly? And without further ado, we are going to... Daniel Hemrick, Justin Haley, and Jeffrey Earnhardt will be starting at the rear of the field. A little bit of a stream lag. Hopefully we... Race number 8 of the season. Kyle Busch trying to go for 3 in a row. This is a short one at Talladega. Sense of urgency will be on. 56 laps to decide the winner. Sebastian Laverne, welcome to the stream. Kyle Busch almost went below the double yellow line out at the start. Starting 33rd again after 3 drivers going to the rear of the field. He did not qualify or practice for today's race. Gotta hope that the setup is right there. Justin Haley. Pretty good super speedway racer in the Xfinity Series for Colleague Racing, that number 11 team. He's had a great run so far this year. And look at these cars spanning 3 and 4 wide on the opening lap of the race. Kyle Busch on the bottom behind Josh Williams. Oh, and he's trying to squeeze under there. 3 wide now all of a sudden. He gets underneath Williams. Slight bit of contact involved. The 51 of Clements to the outside of him. Wild. So it'll be a 1 pit stop race today. Austin Hill gonna line bumpers now with Kyle Busch down the back straightaway on the inside line. That big push sends him to the inside, 4 wide into turn 3. Kyle Busch on just the 2nd lap of the race after starting in 33rd has gained already 22 positions. He's up to 11th. Unbelievable. What a start for Kyle Busch. Now locking bumpers with Cesar Baccarella through turns 1 and 2 in that inside line. Jesse Little early on in the top 10. He had a great day at Dover in the first race of our doubleheader earlier today. Ooh, Baccarella went high. Kyle Busch went below him, hung him out to dry. There's Austin Cindric. His top 10 streak came to an end at Dover. He had 6 races to start the season, finishing in the top 10 until a 13th place finish earlier today in that race. Trying to redeem himself. He is still the points leader. He's got a 21-point lead on Michael Annett. Look at the run Kyle Busch is getting. That is unbelievable. In a matter of about a third to a half of a lap, he goes from about 7th place all the way up to 2nd to the back bumper of Noah Gragson, who's led the first 3 laps of the race. Kyle Busch to his inside, trying to side draft down the back straightaway, but he can't quite hang with him. Didn't have enough help at that point to get around the car with the clean air. Justin Allgaier's had a rough season so far. Sitting in 3rd, boy, a win at Talladega would go a long way. And Gragson allows the 54 underneath him in that time. Busch gets the side draft, but he can't quite lead the lap at the line. Gragson's led the first 4 now. And here comes Allgaier to push Kyle Busch on the inside. Busch to the lead. He jumped from 7th to 5th in the point standings after that win at Dover on fuel mileage earlier today. He led the most laps in that race also. And Kyle Busch is still 32 points off the points lead, but he's now within a striking distance of the points leader, Austin Cindric, who again has a 21-point lead on Michael Annett. That lead is dwindling. Remember, he had a 55-point lead at one point in time just a couple races ago. So the field just keeps chopping away at his points lead, especially after placing outside the top 10 earlier, so another reason he is looking to strike. Kyle Busch just led his first lap of the race, that time at the line on lap 5, from 33rd up to 2nd in 4 laps. The next lap he takes the lead. How about that for Kyle Busch? That is unbelievable, and look at that 3-wide run up the middle for Ryan Sieg, who was just 2 laps away from getting his first win of the season earlier today at Dover before running out of fuel, coming to the white flag. Much of the same happened to Harrison Burton the race before at Kentucky. Same situation, leading, coming to the white flag, ran out of fuel. And both times Kyle Busch got the victory. We'll have to see how this race is going to go today. Busch has now led 2 consecutive laps. They're 2 by 2 most of the way through the field, but there is some 3-wide racing a couple rows deep. Now as we're in the center of turns 1 and 2. It's like Allgaier trying to work together there with Jeff Green, who's on the inside. Jeff Green, another guy who's been in the sport for a long time, and Allgaier gets to the inside of Busch. He got a little tight into turn 3. Ryan Sieg trying to help Kyle Busch out, but Justin Allgaier will lead his first lap of the race at the start-finish line. Oh, Jeff Green tried to block Kyle Busch, and he about turned himself off of Busch's front bumper. Allgaier will lead the lap. Look at that run Nemechek's getting. Not giving Busch a lot of room. They're going 3 wide back behind him. Kyle just can't quite get back to the inside. Ryan Sieg now jumps in front of Kyle Busch off of turn 2. That outer lane. Kyle got a big side draft on the 39 car. Oh, look at him go up the middle for 3rd. What a run by Kyle Busch. Jeff Green went all the way high. They're 3 wide for 2nd place. Now he's got Joe Nemechek lined up right behind him. Nice little push. A little bit of a precarious position here. 4 wide through the tri-oval. Everybody's got to hold their line. How is this going to work? Into turn 1. It's going to get tight. Oh, man. 54 in the 0 about made contact. Busch finally able to drop to the bottom behind Austin Cindric. And in front of, I believe that's Noah Gragson and that Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet behind him. Getting wild in the early going here today, but again, with a shortened race on hand, we're already less than 50 laps to go. Kyle Busch to the inside, 3 wide once more. Alistair Moore, welcome to the stream. Oh no! Wow, what a save! How did those 2 cars not crash? Justin Haley came down to block Kyle Busch at the last second and drilled him. And not only Haley got loose and saved it on the track, Kyle Busch had to go below the double yellow line to save it. Lost a couple spots. Wow. Busch, though, to the outside, 3 wide. He's got to run to the back of Justin Haley here. Haley stays to the outside, trying to get that outer lane maybe to work. He sees Kyle coming, although he helped block Kyle Busch through that inside retaining wall a little bit ago. Man, oh man. You watch WWE? Yep, I do. I don't watch the weekly episodes as much anymore, but I usually still try to watch all the pay-per-views. I'll occasionally catch a SmackDown episode, but usually I do try to watch all the pay-per-views, though. I just got back into watching it probably 3 or 4 years ago. Busch finally able to get down to the bottom once again. And he's right back up to 5th. And look at the run he had on Cindric. He goes high, but he doesn't have enough help. To see the impatience by everybody in this race today. But Allgaier's found himself to the lead for the 2nd different time already. 45 laps to go at Talladega. Oh, Cindric moved up just enough on corner exit there. Kyle Busch was able to get under him. 3 cars on the outside, 2 on the inside in the front 5. Austin Hill, who won at Daytona, in second, just got blocked off. Man, he got tight. He got really tight, went up the racetrack going into turn 3. Justin Allgaier leads. Look at that run. Allgaier leads the lap, and Kyle Busch gets to the inside. That run was practically all by himself. Little side draft getting into the corner, trying to get down to that WL line, get away from him a little bit. That 7 car looks really loose in the center of the corner. But look at the pole he got off of the exit of turn 2. But he clears him, and here's the points leader, Austin Cindric, up to 3rd. Gave Kyle Busch a nice shove going into turn 3. Busch has the run. He looks high. Allgaier goes up to block him. Crossover by Busch on the exit of turn 4. He is there. He's on that left rear corner panel. Nice side draft, and now a push from Austin Cindric. Kyle Busch back to the lead for the 3rd different time already in the first 13 laps of the race. Yep, SummerSlam's this Sunday. I do know of that. Austin Cindric up to 2nd. Kyle Busch simply trying to go for a 3rd straight win, 4th of the season. It was a rough start. He's starting to pick some momentum up going forward. Got to watch those 2 cars on the outside. They have locked bumpers near the wall. Austin Cindric, Ryan Sieg. Cesar Vaccarella's now moved up to 2nd on the bottom behind Kyle Busch. Justin Allgaier in the middle line with really no help. John Kraft, welcome to the stream. The 22 and the 39 are coming. Look at that run they are getting now into the center of turns 1 and 2. It stalls out in the center of the corner, but on corner exit, they are coming very strong. And look at Allgaier. He's got help now behind him from Noah Gragson, his teammate, trying to side draft that inside line. Cindric and Sieg still working together up there. Busch didn't go up to block them yet. They're 3 wide for 2nd place. Alternate through the different camera angles here for the first time today. First and only time today at the start-finish line. Busch continues to lead. Oh no! Went up high to block Cindric and Allgaier, and now the race leader. Well, Busch led the lap, I believe. Oh no! Allgaier just shoved him into the wall! And Allgaier's in the wall now. Heavy contact, has to drop it to 3rd gear. Justin Allgaier about turned Kyle Busch. Kyle saved it, but slapped the outside wall hard. Meanwhile, the 7 of Allgaier also hit the wall. And Kyle Busch drops from the lead back to about 23rd in 1 lap. Not severe damage necessarily to Kyle Busch and his race car, but there definitely is a little bit there. That could have been a lot of names after your birthday. Michael Annett now trying to help out Kyle Busch. Annett comes into the race 2nd in points. He is the driver. 21 points behind Austin Cindric. You can see how far apart the field has gotten spaced out after that incident between Justin Allgaier and Kyle Busch. We stay green. Still no cautions up to this point. Oh man, Busch got a little loose through the tri-oval there. He's got a lot of drag in the car now after that little bit of damage to the race car really did knock a little bit of speed out of it. And you can tell how loose he is in the center of these corners, especially in the bump trap that he is getting from Michael Annett from behind. Patrick Shadowley, welcome to the stream. Talladega is your favorite track, nice. I plan on going there in October, as long as fans are allowed. My ticket accounts for it. Oh, trouble! Turn 1. They're 4 wide. Car up in smoke. Caution is out. With 38 laps to go, our first caution of the race. It's hard to tell from here who exactly it is. And this will stack the field back up. Joe Graff Jr. is currently the race leader. Oh, whoa. Where'd the chat go? There we go. I lost the chat on the screen. So we're just outside the pit window, so it looks like got some drivers staying out of the pits here. In fact, everybody's staying out of the pits. Simply because we cannot make it on fuel to the end quite yet. We'd be about 2 to 3 laps short when we go green. So everybody's going to stay out. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Kyle about spun the tires on the restart in that outside lane. So here we go. 35 laps to go. Kyle Busch, pretty solid restart as he goes up the middle. Brandon Jones kind of getting hung out to dry. Busch just completely took off from the cars that lined up on the outside behind him. Car shaking around. He does not have the handling anymore after that little bit of an incident getting into the wall. As he gives a push to Jesse Little down the back straightaway. Busch wants to get to that bottom lane in front of the 93 McLaughlin. He gets a push from Ray Black Jr. He sends it to the inside 3 wide into 3, and he does get to the bottom near the double yellow line. Oh, man, he about got turned by CJ McLaughlin. Ghost Destroyer, welcome to the stream. Truck race pretty good so far. Yeah, my pick to win the truck race today is Johnny Sauter. He's won the last 3 races at Dover in the truck series. He's going to be tough to beat for sure. He's won a stage in each of the last 2 also. He was 10 to 1 odds, believe it or not. I was kind of surprised about that. Kyle Busch, since the restart, has gotten all the way back up to the top 10. He is currently sitting in 8th. He's on the inside. These cars just keep leaving just enough room. He's able to get under them. Trying to work with the loose race car after the damage. Still not sure exactly who is out of the race, if anybody, or who exactly brought out that first caution. That was a big side draft there on Brandon Brown. Really pulled him back. Harrison Burton couldn't quite get to the back bumper of the 54 to give him a shove. And look at the 44 car go all the way up the track. He got really tight. Daniel Hemrick up to second. Cesar Baccarella back to the lead again here at Talladega. Having a great start to this race. Just blocked off Daniel Hemrick. Look at the run Kyle Busch has. Harrison Burton's been on a roll lately. Had another top 3 in the last race. The last 2 races to be exact. And he's sitting in 4th right now as Kyle Busch gets to the inside of Hemrick off of turn 2. Jackson Thomas, welcome to the stream. I think Busch is going to need a little help. That 90 car, Cesar Baccarello, looks really fast. Is he capable of pulling off an upset today at Talladega? Only 31 laps to go. He's getting kind of a ways out there. And now there's a push coming. Harrison Burton is pushing the back of that 54 car of Kyle Busch. Two Toyotas working together. A KBM car of Kyle, of course. Cell phone team here. And then obviously Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. So affiliations there between the 20 and the 54. As they tandem each other to the front. Kyle Busch to the lead off of turn 4. On Baccarello, just 30 laps to go. This time by for Kyle Busch. 30 to go. Busch back in the lead for the 4th different time already in the race. Just 26 laps complete, too. Allgaier back up to 3rd. Remember, he completely shot Kyle Busch into the wall in turns 3 and 4. Got right on that left rear corner panel. Didn't hit him square right in the center of the corner. And Kyle made a great save. There's Baccarello. Oh, man, Busch tried to go up to block him, and he just missed him. He couldn't block him in time, but Baccarello can't clear the 54 on the bottom. He had a big side draft when Kyle went up the track to block, but he just couldn't quite clear him. Oh, man, now he just got loose off of turn 4. He just got completely shoved out of the way by Burton, who was getting pushed, meanwhile, by Allgaier. Harrison Burton to the lead off of turn 4. Allgaier slams doors again with Busch. Second time today. As they roll into turn 1. Jeffrey Earnhardt going to push Kyle Busch now. Allgaier's on that outside, but they're fading back. So Harrison Burton still leads Junior Car 17. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, sorry for the mic being ahead there. There was a really bad lag where the stream completely paused. And it paused for about a minute. And I think the voice was still being recorded, but the actual visual wasn't. And I think that's how the mic got ahead of the where we're at here. Oh, man. Just got completely shoved off into the corner there by Jeffrey Earnhardt. Again, this 54 car really loose. Not very visual damage to the back bumper of Kyle Busch, but it is there. And it's definitely messing with the handling of the race car. We are less than 10 laps away from green flag pit stops. As Harrison Burton continues to lead. Kyle Busch all over the back bumper now of Harrison Burton. Kind of going high. Top 4, top 5, 6 now, all to the outside lane. So it looks like might have a freight train line going towards the top. Between the top 4. Oh, Burton gets loose. Kyle goes underneath him. A push from behind from Jeffrey Earnhardt. Kyle Busch to the lead off of turn 4 now. Oh, man. Busch to the lead, barely at the line. That car just takes off to the left all of a sudden every now and then. So Busch led the lap by inches on Jeffrey Earnhardt, who now takes the lead and clears in the center of 1 and 2. With doubleheader, are you going to do a lot of races today? This is the second race of our doubleheader today. So this is it for today. We raced at Dover earlier, got the win on fuel mileage. And now here at Talladega trying to get the win. And try to go 3 in a row for Kyle Busch. Again, sits 32 points behind Cindric. 5th in the regular season standings, and this is the 8th race of the season. Jeremy Clements now all over the back of Kyle Busch's Toyota. 25 laps to go, and we are just over 5 laps away from green flag pit stops. 1 caution so far. Believe it or not, that is it, despite the craziness we have seen from the start of the race. Jeffrey Earnhardt just trying to break that draft, especially down the straightaways here. Not allow Kyle to get a big enough of a pull on him. Seen huge runs in this race, but it's not quite the runs that, say, the Cup Series cars get. And that's simply because they are a lot lower rear spoilers on these super speedways compared to what the Cup Series uses. 24 to go for Jeffrey Earnhardt. How great would it be for Earnhardt to go to victory lane at Talladega? That would definitely be Jeffrey's spot into getting into the playoffs here. Austin Blake, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I did hear about what's happening in the new NASCAR games, changing the title, dropping the heat for the title. So again, if you're just joining, by the way, Mike is ahead, I guess, by a half a straightaway or so, according to the chat. So unfortunately, I mean, I can't fix that midstream. I remember last time I tried to do it, last time we were ahead, the stream stopped, and I did something that I probably shouldn't have done, so you're gonna have to bear with me, unfortunately, here. Hopefully on the playback it's a little different compared to what it's actually doing while it's live. I don't think it will be, but you never know. Jeffrey Earnhardt still leads, and when will everybody come to pit road? Nobody has pit yet. Kind of like a single file line within the top 5 or 6. Nobody's able to really get around Jeffrey Earnhardt, but this is good because pit stops are coming soon. It'll be a lot easier for these guys to get to pit road, and you wonder if anybody might just take fuel only, maybe right sides only. You have no clue exactly what the pit strategy will look like. Kyle Busch closing in on Earnhardt. 22 to go. He is right on the back bumper into turn 1, and he is pushing Jeffrey Earnhardt. Give him a nice little shot, letting him know, hey, I'm there. Not many people watching right now, but we had to get it at some point in time. We got the trivia question of the day for this stream. Talladega Xfinity Series question. In the last 15 races at Talladega in the Xfinity Series, there is only 2 drivers that have won more than once in that time frame. Who are they? So again, in the Xfinity Series at Talladega, in the last 15 races, so 15 years, it's the only race here once, there's only 2 drivers that have won 2 races in that span. Who are they? Kyle Busch, obviously, when it comes to Xfinity Series questions, is a good answer, but no, that is not correct. Kevin Harvick is not one of them either. Or Christopher Bell. That's also a good one. He's won a lot of Xfinity races the last couple years. And Jeffrey Earnhardt's got a really strong race car up at the front of the field. I mean, even Jeremy Clements pushing Kyle Busch. They can get close enough, but Kyle just can't get the run. And a lot of it, you look at the field right here, the top 3 have absolutely pulled away from everybody else. Still nobody pit that time by. 20 laps to go at Talladega. That is a no-go for Eric Jones there. I'll give you guys until the green flag pit stops in the chat to try and answer the trivia question. The second one for the day. So again, this is the second stream for the day. And it sounds like Jeffrey Earnhardt's coming to pit road this time. A lot of drivers likely going to come to the pits, and that includes the top 3. Oh, Earnhardt on the brakes way before Kyle Busch. He about ran right into the back of him. But Kyle Busch will get to pit road before anybody else. Not going to repair damage and no tire. Well, yeah, no tires for Kyle Busch here. Right sides only. It's going to be a right side only pit stop. 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So at the last second, Busch goes right sides only. Trying to save time on pit road. And try to win this race off of pit road between the guys that are currently coming onto the pit lane behind him. 9.7 second stop. And Kyle Busch will come out just ahead of Jeffrey Earnhardt there. So it looks like there was at least a couple two-tire strategies between Earnhardt and Kyle Busch. Good thing Kyle took that strategy. Jumps to 4th gear. And Jeffrey Earnhardt now giving him a bump trap as they try to get up to speed as quick as they can. Busch a little loose there, even at 160 miles an hour. He didn't repair the damage on his race car, so the handling's still not quite going to be there. A little behind there, Austin. Sorry for that. Again, there's a really bad lag about 20 to 30 laps ago, and I think it knocked the audio ahead of the actual video. And there we go. Caution is out for the second time today, and only the top 9 did not hit pit road yet, and that is going to be not good at all, really, for Kyle Busch. Chase Briscoe, the only driver out of the race so far today. He brought out that first caution. Not sure who brought out caution number 2. So 18 laps to go, the side of the second caution. Kyle's going to come to pit road. He's just going to take 4 tires. He's pretty much at the back as it is. He doesn't have to top off on fuel at all here. So again, only the top 9 cars still have to pit. Chase Brock. So green flag back in the air at Talladega. Just 15 laps to go on the restart. Who will get the win? Kyle trying to come from the rear of the field in 34th. Along with Justin Allgaier, the guy who gave him that little bit of damage. Oh man, Haley. I think he tried to quickly get to the bottom there and he didn't quite do it. So Kyle Busch gets a good restart. He's going to get to the inside lane in front of Justin Allgaier, so he's got somebody behind him. So the answer to the trivia question, again, the question was, at Talladega Superspeedway in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, there are only 2 drivers who have won multiple races at Talladega in the last 15 years. Who were they? The answer is Joey Logano and Elliott Sadler are the 2 drivers that have won 2 races in the last 15 years at Talladega. So again, 13 different winners in the last 15 Xfinity Series races at Talladega. That is remarkable. That is the trivia question for the day as we try to get to the end of this race under green. 14 laps to go. Kyle Busch back in 30th. Didn't have luck at Daytona late in the race. Can he have luck here at Talladega? It's just the first race here of 3. Remember, this is where we race for the championship in the Xfinity Series. Though it will be the full 300 miles. This is only a 150 miler today. You see Jeffrey Earnhardt, who was right with Kyle Busch. Obviously, the caution hurt him. 4 wide off of turn 4. The 44 of Tommy Joe Martin's got really loose, and now they're going 4 wide in front of us also through the tri-oval. Kind of widens out through the tri-oval at Talladega, unlike Daytona, but how is it going to be into turn 1? That's how it was at the start of the race up until right before the green flag pit stops. Will we make it to the end of the race, or will we see another caution? We have not seen the big one. Just a 56 lapper, but we have been close a few times to not only seeing one, but to being involved in it. Kyle Busch just doesn't have as strong of a car as he did at the very start of the race. He's going to do whatever he can, though, to try and get the win and go for 3 in a row. Ooh, Alfredo just about blocked right into Kyle Busch. I gave Busch a big side draft on the bottom, but Alfredo thought better of it. He stayed high. There's a lot of cars on the outside. They're just not able to get the run right now. We've seen them get runs throughout the course of the race. And here comes that 08 of Joe Graf Jr. He was leading earlier right before that first caution. Gave a shot to Kyle. Kyle going to get right back underneath Alfredo. Not as many cars in that bottom lane. Joe Graf Jr. onto the back bumper of Kyle Busch through 3 and 4 now. 11 to go this time by. The Talladega 150 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series on NASCAR Heat 5 will be coming to a close very shortly. Oh, Jones got loose. Had to get out of the gas. Made a nice save, though. Better than wrecking the field. Busch let out of the gas now as he pulls to the back bumper of David Starr, who had a great run a couple races ago at Kentucky. Looking for another one here today at Talladega. He's running just outside the top 10 on that bottom lane with the 54 Toyota Supra of Kyle Busch on his back bumper. Harrison Burton, Ray Black Jr. trying to get the outside lane near the wall to work. Busch just can't get to the inside of Starr quite yet. 10 laps to go at Talladega. At the start-finish line right now. Busch now jumps to the outside lane. He's behind Jeff Green, but we didn't really see much of him since the very beginning of the race. Ooh, Busch gave Green one heck of a shot off of turn 2. Oh, but he just got blocked off there by the 92 of Josh Williams. He got really loose because Kyle didn't really check up in time. Kyle to the bottom, 3 wide. Back to the top 10. He's going to move into 9th place off of turn 4. Looks like Daniel Hemrick is leading the field in the 8 car at Talladega. Can the 8 car go back to victory lane at this famed racetrack? Busch has a big run on the bottom, right in line behind Alex LeVay in the 36, who's been really off and on this season, but he looks to be on late in the going today at Talladega. Ooh, top 3 look to go high in the center of the corner. Kind of running that middle lane. LeVay got a little loose in the center of 3 and 4. He'll drop back at least 1 spot off of turn 4. Kyle Busch up to 4th place, pulls up and blocks him. LeVay tried to give him a shove there for a quick moment. He did. It wasn't clean, but Kyle trying to take whatever run he can here. The top 4 have pulled away. Couple car lengths from the pack. You saw Busch get really tight all of a sudden into turn 1. Colby Howard, rookie, in 2nd place in the 15 car. Mike Harmon in 3rd. Josh Williams back in 5th. Austin Hill. 1 career win in the Xfinity Series came earlier this season at Daytona. In this very season, he's trying to go 2 for 2 in the super speedways. Who will win? As we get down to it, just 7 to go this time by. And again, I believe that is Daniel Hemrick leading the race in the 8 car. Oh, and I believe he let Howard to his inside. Oh, Howard goes up the track maybe to side draft. Harmon now trying to get underneath him. And here comes Kyle Busch. Can't quite get underneath Harmon. Harmon with a big side draft on Howard in the center of the corner. Mike Harmon with a great pass to get up to 2nd place. Kyle just needs a little help to get on by these 3 cars ahead of him. And here comes Williams in the 92. He locks bumpers with Busch down the back straightaway. Give him a nice shot going into turn 3. Busch to the inside of Howard for 3rd. Mike Harmon going for the lead on Daniel Hemrick. He's got it. Mike Harmon to the lead off of turn 4. Kyle Busch with a big run. He's side by side for 2nd with Hemrick. Tyler Burbeck, welcome to the stream, man. 6 laps to go at Talladega for Mike Harmon. Josh Williams kind of followed The 74 and the 54 to the front of the field. Williams gives Kyle Busch a big push. A lot of drivers who have never won a race in the NASCAR Xfinity Series running up towards the front of the field. Harmon trying to pull off the miracle of all miracles, but here comes Kyle Busch getting a huge run down the back straightaway. Into 3. Oh, Harmon gets tight. Harmon goes up the track. He gets tight. Busch got a little loose on the bottom in the center of the corner. Harmon hung out to dry. 5 laps to go. This time by Kyle Busch will officially take the lead for the 5th different time today. But can he hold him off? Williams up to 2nd. Colby Howard in 3rd. Here comes Allgaier, who restarted at the rear of the field with 15 to go alongside Kyle Busch. They were 33rd and 34th on that restart. Allgaier's worked his way to 4th. Brake train line on the inside for now, off of turn 2. That's going to change, and here comes the run by Williams. He goes high, he goes low. Busch got loose trying to make the move, and here comes the 92. Again, Kyle just doesn't have the handling. Allgaier gave the shove to the 54 and about sent him off into the inside into 3. Kyle Busch is getting freight train now. Josh Williams to the lead off of turn 4. They're 3 wide mid-pack. Yeah, again, Tyler, I know the audio's not in sync, unfortunately. It came out of sync about 40 laps ago. We had a really bad lag. Oh, man. Busch got really loose, got in the side of Allgaier. They have been right with each other basically all day, whether at the front or the back. Joe Nemechek going to give a shove now to Kyle Busch. Colby Howard trying to work that inside lane. Josh Williams at the front. Williams blocks off Howard in the center of 3 and 4. 3 wide back there for 4th. Howard goes high. Busch going to go with him. Williams pulls up the block. 3 to go this time by. 3 laps left at Talladega. David Starr up to the top 5 back there. Joe Nemechek has followed to 4th. Kyle Busch with a run on Howard. He got to his inside. Howard doesn't have enough drafting help on the top. Kyle Busch up to 2nd. Joe Nemechek going to follow him. Front row Joe is up to 3rd. Down the back straightaway now. Nemechek going to pull to the back bumper of Kyle Busch. About 2 car lengths out ahead is Josh Williams. And running that middle lane in the corner, and here comes the tandem of Kyle Busch and Joe Nemechek off at turn 4. Busch's car has stepped out a couple times, getting loose at random occasions, especially when being pushed. But he hangs on to it now. Busch to the lead in the tri-oval. 2 to go. Kyle Busch trying to lead the last 2 laps of the race. For the 3rd straight race, he takes the lead at this moment. No fuel mileage issues here today. We are just trying to make it back to the checkered flag under green. If we get to the white flag, the next flag will end the race, whether it's the yellow or the checker. Busch goes high. He goes low. There's contact. He tried to block Nemechek. There was too much of a run. Howard just pushed him straight to the lead. They made a slight bit of contact. Joe Nemechek to the lead. Into turn 3. And he's going to lead coming to the white flag. Chad Fincham all of a sudden up to 4th. Howard looks to the inside. He's getting a push from Kyle Busch. Nemechek. Oh, he gave up the bottom. Howard has gotten there. And now the lanes move to the outside. Side by side for the lead. Off of turn 2. Busch to the bottom. He didn't have enough help. Oh, Howard about got the side of the 47. Caution is out and the race is over. Down the back straightaway, there's a wreck behind the field. And the race is over. Joe Nemechek will go back to victory lane at Talladega. Kyle Busch will bring it home in 4th. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it back to the checkered flag. But Joe Nemechek is going to win his first race of the season and his first race in years in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Unbelievable. An upset today at Talladega. Nonetheless, Wow. Man, what a crazy last couple of laps there. We need to look at the finish of that race, and we might need to find out what the caution exactly came out for at the very end. So this is the final lap of the race. You see Kyle Busch trying to push Colby Howard, then move to the outside behind Joe Nemechek, trying to see what might have been the accident further back in the pack. Try to rewind that here real quick once again. Didn't see anything back there. And the race was over right there. Joe Nemechek, oh, there we go. Mid-pack, there was a car up in smoke all of a sudden. And it was Chad Fincham. Where is that smoke coming from? Is that the race leader? Wow, that is... It is so hard to tell. It looks like it's Chad Fincham, who's on the outside, I believe is smoking, which brought out that caution. And I believe he was in third at the timing of the yellow. He might have been in second. Yeah, caution came out right there. I mean, right as his engine blew. I don't think it is the race leader Nemechek, although it could have been. Just got scored in fourth there. He got to the back bumper of Howard, and he was going to try to give him another shot to maybe get underneath Nemechek and see if he could have taken it 3 wide, but he just never came to be. And the race ends under caution. Now it looks like there's smoke back in the pack more. I don't think it was Fincham. Yeah, it wasn't Fincham. That was definitely, I guess, further back in the pack. Again, kind of hard to tell exactly who it was. Well, that will be the end of the race at Talladega here today. Joe Nemechek, though, we do know for sure, wins the race. Here's the unofficial results. Nemechek with the win. Colby Howard, career high second place finish. Chad Fincham third. A couple great runs by all those guys there. Kyle Busch fourth. Josh Williams in fifth. Landon Castle sixth. CJ McLaughlin seventh. Then you go back to Ryan Sieg in eighth. Daniel Hemrick in ninth. And Vinnie Miller, who rounds out the top 10. Nemechek led 2 laps today, and it was the final 2 laps of the race. 1 under green, and of course the caution that brought out the finish to this one. Austin Cindric, points leader, with a rough finish in 24th. That'll hurt him in the point standings, but the guy that was second finished 16th. So I believe that Cindric will still be the points leader. The only 2 DNFs were Matt Mills and Chase Briscoe. And your Daytona winner there, Austin Hill, fell back to 25th at the end of the race. So again, just 2 drivers DNF'd in this one. Car goes up in smoke down the back straightaway on the final lap to bring out the caution, giving Joe Nemechek the win here today when Howard looked like he might have been able to make a move back to the inside into turn 3 on the final lap. But nevertheless, his first win of the season. Don't worry about the points. Again, I'm calculating them myself here. Throughout the course of this season because, again, the points were kind of messed up. Kyle Busch had the fastest lap, 48.638. He led the most laps with just 9 laps led today in this 56-lap event. Unbelievable. Joe Nemechek on the move, started 32nd, won the race. Jesse Little started 4th, unofficially finished 33rd, and had the tough break in this one. That is going to be it here for this race. Subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Hit the like button down below if you enjoyed the race, the commentary, the video in general. We got more realistic broadcasts on NASCAR video games because, again, NASCAR Thunder 2004 will be coming up in the next week and a half, hopefully. So, again, be on the lookout for that. But we have full race live streams again. Realistic broadcasts as usual. So that's going to be it here for this one. Next full race live stream will be tomorrow. Not sure on a start time exactly, but we'll be back in the Cup Series. First race of the round of 8 in the playoffs there. We go to Phoenix on that custom schedule season. The Chase for 8 with Jimmy Johnson, so hope to see you guys then. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Enjoy the truck race that is going on currently, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.